Hi, and welcome back. We're now going to proceed to the elbow joints and the shoulder joints. To begin with, we'll start with the elbows, and so we start out in the Wuji posture, settling our weight into our heels, again, a gentle bend of our knees, gentle tucking of our tailbone, elongating our spine, reaching back our head, allowing our shoulders and arms to hang loosely in a neutral position. And we begin first by turning our palms up, bringing them to shoulder level. We begin with the fingers, bringing the fingers in one at a time, then our wrists, and then we flex the elbows. And then as we come through, we're reaching back, creating a twist from our shoulders to our fingertips. And then we begin unwinding first from the shoulders, through the elbows, through the wrists, and reaching out with our fingertips as wide as we can. Again, we start with the fingers, the wrist, the elbows, reaching under, through, and back of the shoulders. Then we begin to unwind from the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, reaching out with our fingertips. A nice, slow, gentle movement. Unwinding and reaching out, we integrate the breath. We're inhaling a living gold into the elbows. And then we begin to slowly exhale, unwind, and reach. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale a living gold into the elbows. Exhale, release the tension and stress that you may be feeling. Now we'll add a variation, and so as we come back to the big starting position, again we follow the same process as we're inhaling, beginning with the fingers, the wrist, the elbows, the shoulders. We reach back and through, creating a twist, but this time we unwind first from the fingers, the wrist, the elbows, and the shoulders. You feel the subtle difference in this movement? One of the things that helps here is imagine that you're first reaching out through the fingertips, and it begins to promote the unwinding through to end at our shoulders. This is just a subtle variation of the same exercise. Again, we're inhaling and exhaling, beginning to reach out through our fingertips and unwinding. Inhaling a living gold. Exhaling, letting go of any tension or stress you may be feeling. One more time in this direction. Again, as you exhale, reach out through those fingertips and unwind. Good. Now we'll reverse the direction. And so we begin, the physical movement is that we bring our hands down. We bring our wrists together. They don't necessarily have to be touching. We bring our wrists up. And then we begin by reaching out through our pinky, then our ring, then our middle finger, our index, and then finally our palm. Bringing our palms back through, bring our wrists together, and then again we're beginning by reaching out through the pinky, the ring, the middle, the index, and then the palm. We integrate the breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale that living gold into the elbows. Exhale and release any tension or stress we may be feeling. Inhale, living gold. Exhale and release. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You notice that I'm keeping a gentle bend to my elbow, that I'm not fully locking the joint. Let's go once more in this direction. Pause. Settle back into Wuji. Feel into your elbows. Notice any changes? All right, let's move on now to the shoulders. So I'll normally take my uninvolved hand and place it over my belly or the middle of my back, wherever it's comfortable. There shouldn't be any tension in your shoulders, so pick the spot that's most comfortable for you. And we'll begin. The physical movement is we're just bringing our shoulder up and then reaching back. The focus here is that we're keeping the movement isolated within the glenohumeral joint itself. We're trying to avoid rotating our torso or our hips to accomplish this movement. We're feeling into the shoulder joint, looking for the edges, not necessarily pushing past. And when you're ready, we integrate the breath by inhaling a living gold into the shoulder joint itself. We exhale and release any tension or stress we're feeling deep into the earth. And so we're inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, living gold. Exhale and release. Again, imagine that you're filling the joint up with living gold color, creating space. Exhaling and letting go of any tension or stress you may be feeling. We'll go once more in this direction. Now we'll pause, and now we'll reverse direction. So the physical movement again is just the reverse of what we were just doing. Again, we're focused on keeping our hips stable and rooted to the earth. Our torso is remaining fixed and isn't rotating, and the movement itself is isolated just within the glenohumeral joint itself. And so we'll integrate the breath, inhaling the living gold into the shoulder joint, and then we begin to exhale, letting go of tension, stress, deep into the earth. Again, we're inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're inhaling a living gold, exhaling and releasing tension and stress or anything else that doesn't serve us. Let's go once more in this direction. Inhaling, exhaling and releasing. Pause and feel, settling back into the Wuji posture for a moment. And now compare the arm that we were just working on, or the shoulder that we were just working on, to the other shoulder. Do you notice a difference? All right, let's switch sides. Same movement, different arm. Beginning by bringing our arm up, and back and around. Integrating the breath, inhaling a living gold into the shoulder, exhaling and releasing. And so we inhale to create space. Exhale to release. Imagine with each inhale, you're filling the shoulder joint with living gold, creating space. Exhale, and letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. Inhaling and exhale. Be mindful that your hips are rooted to the earth and that your torso is not rotating. This movement is just isolated within the shoulder joint itself. We're inhaling living gold, exhaling and releasing. And we'll go once more in this direction. Good. Settle back into Wuji. Pause and feel. How do things feel now? Thank you very much for your time. We'll proceed on to the next video. Have a great day. Look forward to seeing you soon.